here tonight. And I was like, for goodness sake. And then another lady called Anne said, and you can think about me too. So Alfred, bless him, is 86.
87.
87. 87. And these are his paintings. So how about it? And I don't know where the 90-year-old is tonight, but I'll be sending her an email and tell you she's in trouble. Alfred, over to you.
Thank you. As you know, I'm a very famous restaurant reviewer. Can you hear that all right? Oh, sorry about that. But I'm a very, very famous restaurant reviewer that nobody's ever heard of. I'm called Incognito, so don't tell anybody I've been writing because they're almost against the law. No, they're not. They're extremely rare restaurants. Only for gourmands and such as, you know, a bit special. Right, I'm just doing this one. I'm only allowed one. Understandable. A load of tripe, 32, intestine row, termites on the toad, Berkshire. As its name implies, this intimate and joyful little bistro concentrates on various forms of tripe from original and diverse animal sources. However, the desserts are not too inspired, even on this journey of culinary delights. Yaroslav, the friendly Welsh chef and owner, stopped short of this challenge, and also because the clientele are drawn here mainly for tripe in all its glorious variations. There's only one dessert available on the 30-page edible menu. I must mention that Yaroslav is a happy and snappy dresser. On the evening my friend Virgil and I paid a visit, Yaroslav was wearing a quite ravishing pink, green and purple striped mini dress, a 1912 deep sea diver's helmet, pink leggings and a pair of beautiful 10-inch badger skin high heels. We know this because he came out of the kitchen to greet her. Shorty, the head waiter, was wearing his usual boob tube over a Juventus t-shirt, complete with matching ruby Wellington boots and handbag. Shorty is over 7 feet tall, so the overall effect is quite dramatic, as you can imagine. This is a no-nonsense eatery, or eatery. I didn't put that in, but it makes sense to it. And if they stick that in. And the regular diners really know their food. Tripe and onions here is very thinly disguised indeed. There's actually a very large segment of giraffe tail and apple pie on a bed of Ashbourne gingerbread crumbs and a marinade of sulfur dioxide and dandruff from a working Kentish town, i.e. Virgil and I perused their menus, and the range of starters alone was simply staggering. At last, I decided on the giant French leopard snail tripe soup with lentils and grated warthog heels. Virgil, after much anguish and gnashing of teeth, finally chose the freshly caught New Mexico rattlesnake and Morecambe Bay tripe roulade. It had been a very extremely difficult and poignant choice for both of us, but our final decisions have been well worth it. Whilst we were devouring our starters, we chose our wine and made a very wise choice. We decided to share a bottle of Taffy O'Toole's Stingray and Boot Polish Artlepool Chardonnay, a wet yet very dry vintage, with that familiar giant Croatian two-headed moth aftertaste. Having consumed our hors d'oeuvre, we now had extremely difficult choices to make. The mini Dewsbury seahorse tripe salad with Mablethorpe earthworm caviar, the deep fried Dundee polecat dumplings and droppings with it's hard to pronounce this. I'm so excited at the thought. I wanted to go again, but I never got round to it. The deep fried, I only went once actually. The deep fried Dundee polecat dumplings with seagull tripe perhaps after much deliberation and consternation, we finally chose to share the chef's special of the day, which featured prominently on the notice board. And it was very exciting indeed. 24 stove to mole sausages with a tender water rat in a penguin tripe sauce. As expected, you have to think of some of these things. All eating crisps. As expected, it was amazing and a veritable masterpiece of culinary pleasure. Some of the smaller mole bones have been left in the sausages, and they were tender yet very crunchy at the same time. What a masterstroke! Be warned, however, moles taste very much like hedgehogs, so make sure you insist on mole, because on occasion lesser places have been known to leave some hedgehog spikes in the meat. This practice could be proved to be very dangerous and even life-threatening. The water rat had been marinated, of course, and was sublimely delightful. The chef had had the foresight to leave the tail and some of the skin on the rat, and they had a wonderful elasticity and tasted very much like wood-lice dumplings in a soy sauce, with just a hint, I have to repeat this, so you won't be surprised or think you've been let down, with just a hint of mildewed wallpaper. We were both determined to sample the desserts. After all, they're legendary at a load of tripe. I, after much thought, decided on the glazed Cheshire badger intestines with raspberry ice cream and gallstone. Virgil eventually chose the very inspired sliced organic ant tripe, sliced organic ant tripe and spray cream. His face said it all. I did say at the beginning of this review that there was only one dessert available. I was only joking, and I just wanted a reaction. I wanted to wind you all up with 2 mackerel teas, the addition, fancy word, isn't it? This place. The addition came to a very reasonable £895 and 2p, including a free shoe shine and salted peanuts. Our verdict, an excellent choice for fudge lovers, mass suicide participants, retired geologists, fish porters, and wrinkly old grandparents, birdseed merchants, steel furnace operatives, milkmen, and of course, tripe enthusiasts like myself. I am not talking tripe. This is the place to visit for an amazing array of beautiful tripe dishes, and it isn't awfully expensive. You will all agree. Thank you.